open on that. We're ready to talk.
Beyond open.
Okay, cool.
I've been to like a couple shamans and I've like convulsed in front of a shaman and.
No more.
Okay.
Okay. Meryl, this is why I love.
I'm so happy to see you.
I was like,
this is so cute.
This is so
God,
cute.
What if I
And I was
this
like,
whole set
I
time?
have to have because she's.
Feels good to be me. Every time I breathe, everywhere I go, and I always know that I'm always me. Feels good to be.
A fucking delight.
You're just so cute.
Hey! Yeah! Welcome to No Pill Friday, where we don't take our ADHD meds. I always forget. Do you take meds?
Oh no.
No.
But I should.
Yeah, they're getting expensive. There's a shortage. Okay, you guys, we got our this is not our first guest. We have another guest.
We have our first guest of today.
Of today.
Yeah.
Of today. Meryl, why don't you introduce yourself?
I love you guys. I'm like, do I have ADHD? I'm literally looking at like an outlet.
Meryl, introduce yourself. She goes, I fucking love you guys.
That's me. My name is Meryl Klemow. I'm a comedian, podcaster, writer, all that fun stuff.
Love that.
And I can't wait to talk to you about because I'm on no pills right now too. I'm going in raw.
Heck yeah.
And Pat's our co-host, but also our referee.
Yeah.
And he just blows the whistle sometimes.
If anything gets off track, including myself, I know when to call myself
He
out.
doesn't
I'll just
call
give it a little.
himself out.
Pat, you're
And
so
then-
cute.
Hey, thanks. You know what?
Every time I put him on my Instagram story, I got fucking thirsty people in my
Yeah.
DMs.
You know what? Listen, man. If they're out there, I wish they would come my way. I
though-
never get any DMs. Every once in a while, I'll get somebody saying, "Hey, will you sell your feet?"
Feet pics.
Yeah.
You should do it.
I think at this point now, it's like it's time.
No, Pat, you'll make.
I have good toes. I got Verizon
Patty's
toes.
toes.
I got It's like the straight bars up.
Wait, that's what you want because one of the comedians who has a foot fetish, I won't say his name. He talks about it. How he's told me that if your second toe is bigger than your big toe, that's a turn off. So you want it to be smaller, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Who was that? Because I heard the same thing.
Martin
Who was
Short.
He's
Oh, no, we won't say his name.
it? Who?
Wasn't it Blaustein?
Oh, maybe it was Blaustein. Yeah. But why is the second toe sexy? It's like a little
I think it
ET
just makes
finger.
your foot not sexy if it's bigger.
Oh, you don't want it to be bigger. I thought he said you do want it to be bigger.
I thought he said he don't want it to
It's
be
Martin
bigger.
Short.
Martin Short.
Not him.
You got ADHD.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Pat seems like
All right.
one of those guys that would have really long hair, and then you don't know how handsome you are, and then you cut it off, and it's like,
Oh,
my
that's
God.
really sweet, man. You mean like I just like lived in the woods for a little bit? Like I was like
Totally.
Robin Williams in Jumanji, and I
Yes.
came out, and I'm just like, this is actually I just shaved for a shoot yesterday. It's the first time I haven't had a beard in like 8 or 9 years.
Okay.
I was so self-conscious.
No, wait, that's what it is. You don't have a beard.
Yeah, I've always known you with a beard.
Yeah.
And I've literally had it for like close to a decade, and they go, "Hey, will you shave your beard for the shoot?" And I went, "No."
Wait, this looks good.
I don't think I like
So
it.
sometimes it's hard. Sometimes not that I sometimes it's hard to recognize because you're friends. You just see their
Yeah.
face as your friend. But then
Yeah.
now I'm really analyzing your face. You look good without it.
I feel like Pat would
Really?
be. What if my whole
Yeah.
show is just like I feel like Pat would be like the popular guy in
whole
high
show's girls
school
just hit
too.
on
Yeah, like, I feel like no, it's like you'd be the guy in high school that would like talk to us, and then Audrey and I would be like, oh my God, we talk about it at lunch. Like you'd be nice to everyone, even like me.
I'll tell you what, in high school, I was like the go-between. I was like the little bridge because I was like a little punk rock I
yeah.
was like in bands and like I've made hemp necklaces for everyone in school, like little beads, and I had like a little bowl cut like down to here, and I played guitar, and I dated a girl at a different high school. Let's fucking go,
Let's
bro.
fucking go!
You guys don't know her. She goes to a different high school.
What's her name? Because she listens probably.
Yeah, her name was
we name
Jessica.
names.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Okay. I
And
love
every
it.
podcast I've ever done, we name names, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
My friend Iris loves when we name names.
I used to tell everybody my friend had the smallest dick. Name was Austin Spar. Tiny.
Oh my God.
Spark?
Teeny-weeny.
It's like a little spark penis.
We name names every time, and we always say.
Does he know this? Oh my gosh,
Remember one time
Austin, that's
and
sad.
I'm like, he's like, love your pod. I'm like, if you love my pod, then you would know. I had to say you have a tiny dick every episode.
Oh, so you're catching people who are lying to you. Is what the point
that's
is.
what
Oh
I mean.
yeah.
Some men like hearing about their micro penis.
It's not even that
Dang,
small.
man.
I'm
It's
just
this guy
joking.
Michael. Then I was kidding.
Wait, what? Well, Meryl, you're. Oh. This podcast is also just sounds. It's not really a lot of words.
It's like ASMR the whole way through.
Yeah, we're just like, literally, one of our guests, we were laughing so hard. I don't even think we were Brittany. I was.
Oh yeah, the whole time we were just cracking up. I feel like it's just Wolf over here, like on the ones and twos, being like, Jesus Christ, just like trying to find the levels for us. Like we're laughing.
Well, Meryl, you don't got it. It's ADHD theme, but honestly, it's just chaos. When you listen, it just makes you feel like you're inside the head of an ADHD person. That's the log line of this podcast as of right now. And so yeah, but we like when people tell crazy stories because that's wild, and I feel like you're full of them.
Thank you. I feel like I am too.
Thank you.
I feel like TikTok has made me wonder if I am bisexual or have ADHD. Like everyone else is like, we're confused about what we have.
I said, Meryl, I'm sure you're full of so fun stories. She's like, TikTok makes me think I'm bisexual.
No, I have lots of crazy stories. I guess I think I'm mentally ill, but in like a very productive way.
Yes.
Like, I'm a successfully mentally
You
ill
can
person.
control it.
Yeah.
Use it to your advantage.
Well, how would you say you're mentally ill?
I definitely
Okay, professional.
He threw up into my
Hey man, I gotta blow the whistle on a mouthful of juice.
like, well, I think okay, so I definitely have like health anxiety, like I'm a hypochondriac, but I talk about this a little bit in comedy where I'm a hypochondriac, but like an inflated ego one where I feel like I should have really rare diseases and like not just the normal ones like hypertension or diabetes. Like I feel like I deserve like gout, or something, a disease of opulence.
That's gonna be the line of the century. I feel like I deserve gout.
Yeah, so like rich diseases. But a lot of times I'll worry if I have too much caffeine, I'll start to like really freak out about if I could see my veins. Like I'll start to implode on myself basically and like look at my eyes to see if my pupils are dilated or
Do you notice anything?
No, I mean it's hard
so
for me to notice if anything is wrong because I'm always like like, I feel like it's a Roomba, like a anxiety Roomba. That's
Do you
like
think it's the internet's fault for that, or you think that's just you would be doing that no matter what?
I think it's my wiring because I've always been like since I've been little, I would hyperventilate and then kind of fixate on that. And then almost like have what if thoughts. Like in college, I had to call the suicide helpline because I kept on worrying about like what happens if I jumped from this building. Like it wasn't like I want to jump from this building.
I think you have OCD.
I think like intrusive thoughts, totally.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot like it.
As well as like, yeah.
I think so. It was at an ice cream social, and I left the dorm. I remember I got like strawberry ice cream, and then I went to the dorm to just call the hotline and say like the suicide hotline and say like, what if I'm worried about killing myself? Like I don't plan on it, but I just like what if? And then the girl told me to settle down and to watch a show that I like. And so the only note that I have is like watch Frasier. So like that was my mental health.
Frasier saved my life.
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking about you calling up like the suicide helpline, but you're still eating the ice cream. You're like, I'm thinking about what if I jumped off this fucking building, bro? Just like eating strawberry ice cream.
Yes, that's honestly how it is. And so it's continued on. I've been able to manage it and almost just like look at it from a distance and not get emotionally entangled with it. But I feel like a lot of times if I fly, I'll worry that I'm gonna like have a stroke or it's just more it's never ending like health anxiety.
Yeah.
You would think I would take care of my health more, but I don't.
It does sound like
I think OCD is what you and you should go and you don't have to, but I feel like it'd be nice to go in and maybe get a little something for it.
That's true. You're right. I did get on Lexapro a few years ago, and then I started shoplifting. Like once I started taking Lexapro, so then I had to
Lexapro
wait off of
blame it on the
it.
Lexapro.
just gave you the courage. Like side
Lexapro,
effects
then I
might
was
include
great.
shoplifting,
Honestly,
killing your neighbor. Like what?
The only like change that I saw was just like this weird impulse for me to shoplift. And I've heard that they give Lexapro for people that shoplift to try to help them, but it had like the adverse reaction.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's like if you like take like Adderall when you don't need it.
No fucking way.
I swear. And one of like the little fine
You
print
just like
says,
wake up after one day of Lexapro, your whole house is just filled with stuff from Target. You're like, Jesus, what happened yesterday?
Yes.
I also love when people like start take because a lot of people we know or in general take Lexapro. I'm just excited for the next person to be like, I'm thinking about Lexapro. I'm gonna be like, maybe you shouldn't because people are been shoplifting. on
Yes,
it.
I started.
Walmart is really suffering as a result.
Just lots of Lexapro kids coming in and ravaging through.
It seems cool. Like I mean,
They
it
have
seems
to-
like a hot girl thing to do is to take that kind of stuff.
A
But
hot girl thing. Yeah, it is. Kind of
Stealing
like.
is a hot girl thing. All my hot friends still and all my ugly friends, man, they should have stolen.
I know.
Got that?
I could never-
No, I'm just kidding.
I could never do it, man. I always feel too bad.
Oh, I
I've
can't
like a
either.
weird. I mean, I've done a couple things, but like I had like all my friends. I remember like in high school, my buddies just go to. I don't know why it was specifically Dick's Sporting Goods, but he's like, we got to go steal from Dick's Sporting Goods. He would do it all the time, and he went with me one time. And he threw me. It was a whistle. Oh,
No
full circle.
way.
And he goes, here, take this whistle, put it in your pocket. And I go, I don't need a whistle. And he goes, you do. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I put it in my pocket, and as we were walking by, I just threw it back in the thing because I felt too bad.
Yeah,
and
that's
then.
smart.
And then I had to go buy this one. So who's the idiot now?
That's actually so funny and weirdly karma said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know this could have been the full circle whistle
Did
right
you
here.
buy that?
I did buy that. No, I was given this. I was gifted
Oh,
it.
thank God. I was like,
Look how nice it's got a little
looks
condom.
beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. It's got a little condom on it.
And
So
you
like,
had this, right?
I got this bought for me as well. I did this refereeing thing one time, which is why I had this whole outfit.
Oh, thank God.
In high school, Pat would have stolen my heart. Just kidding.
Oh my God, Meryl.
Oh,
If
Meryl.
Meryl
I'm
was sitting
in.
where
I'm in on
if
it.
Meryl was
I'm
sitting
in.
where I was sitting, I would have just not been in the conversation.
No, I mean it. No, you've
Just the
already
chair
stolen
slowly
my
goes
heart.
down again.
Yeah, the chair just moves. Okay, Meryl. So besides you shoplifting on Lexapro, you what else? Do you have
For a while I thought I was possessed.
By
And-
what?
By like a demon maybe. I did too much hot yoga. And then I swear in my life I did too much
Dude.
and I had a nervous breakdown and then I had to take 2 weeks off of work. And I could hear like if a car drove over a plant, I could like hear the plant in pain. And it was hard for me to do that.
I feel that one.
Really?
Yeah.
And I don't
What?
You do? You could feel it?
Well, I have OCD as well,
Really?
and I have like weird like
OCD.
yeah. These are all OCD tendencies. I have things with like lights. I turn the lights off a whole bunch, and like I've fought it now, so like, I've gotten much better at it. But like plants, like if I like I know exactly what you're talking about.
feeling,
Dude,
yeah.
I have like 35 plants in my house, and whenever one of them dies, I'm just like, God, dude, like I feel like I really killed something.
Wow, that's
Do the other one?
And then,
like
and then I
such a good
then I
person
eat it.
that-
Then I eat the
Oh, yeah.
I eat the dead plant.
then
I say
shit in
it shall
the
become
soil.
me.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I shit right into the soil. I mix it in. Our house smells disgusting.
I feel like the hot yoga thing is such like I did hot yoga when I smoked because I don't smoke weed ever. Like the
Right,
last
right.
time I was high was what 3 years ago.
What? Is that
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
You better get back on it, man.
Do you not like feeling loopy
No,
or?
every time I've done it, something wild in my head has happened. Like literally, when I did hot yoga, I used
Wolf's
to,
dying.
Right. Yes. Well, there's a lot of people who treat their ADHD with weed, so I wish I could, so I could fucking chill out. But literally, I was doing hot yoga with my ex's, not the female one, the male one. Oh.
Thank
I
you
need
for
to hear about how-
clarifying.
no, we'll talk about that after. But yeah,
Not necessary, but his stepmom rented out a whole hot yoga studio for friends, and I fucking went, and she smoked so much. Like, she was just this hot,
Your
like,
boyfriend's mom?
stepmom.
Stepmom.
And she was just this hot fucking, like, small
Oh,
woman.
man.
I can picture
That's like in
She-
movies.
She was like 30 years younger than him, and like she was like smoking blunt. She goes, "You gotta smoke it," and she was just so high. I just had to be like, "Okay, like I'll do it," and I
Whoa.
did. Then we did the hot yoga class, and I'm not joking you. The whole room was fucking spinning, and the instructor goes, "Put your palms into the earth." And I thought she said, "Make an earth with your palms." So they're all doing this, and I'm like standing up like this. And then I'm like coughing too, and like disturbing the class, and like
Oh my
sweating.
God.
And she's like, "You need to step out."
No,
Yeah.
she made you leave?
Yeah.
The one who got you high?
No. The
Oh.
instructor.
Oh, okay,
Said
okay.
that I like looked really like ill, and I like was
my
like air.
God.
Because you're just like sitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Wow.
you can have. I think I had a Kundalini yoga awakening experience,
What?
but in a bad way.
What is that?
Honestly, but it wasn't.
a
I
certain
wasn't
type.
prepared for
Oh,
it
okay.
because I think a lot of times like mental health, along with like spiritual growth, can be scary if you don't have like support and you're. I'm not the most like rooted and grounded person, so I think anytime like going in different levels of consciousness or whatever can be scary if I'm not like rooted in
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So yeah, I was trying to do a lot of like breath work and yoga and all this kind of stuff, and it just was happening at a time that I don't think I was the most like rooted in myself, and so I think it just like came to a head where I didn't know if it was like a spiritual awakening or I was having like a legit nervous breakdown. But I remember being in yoga class too and seeing my reflection in the mirror and being like, this doesn't like I'm not looking at what I feel like is myself.
Yeah.
I
get like that on weed a little bit too.
Yeah.
If I get too high and I go pee, sometimes I get afraid that maybe I've just passed out on the couch and I'm peeing my pants.
I love how I'm like, and then the higher levels of
it's scary. Because I don't smoke a ton of weed. It's like when I do, I'm just like, fuck, am I sitting somewhere?
Isn't it like I feel like there's a pattern in personalities that can't handle weed.
Yeah, maybe.
It's all the hyper.
Yeah.
Like kind of fun.
Yes.
Not saying that
our
weed
brains already.
Are fun.
I'm jealous of weed people.
I am jealous.
I
dude.
I actually love the smell of it.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you know what it does? It's like
really
it
like the
releases
smell
certain
of it.
endorphins in your brain, which like when you smoke, you're usually pretty happy and you're a little hungry and shit, and then your brain recognizes that emotion again when you just smell it.
Yeah.
That's why everybody pretty much enjoys the smell. I like the smell of gasoline. I never tried it before though.
Yeah. I've drinking it.
I love
No, gasoline.
I used to love that. I mean, until it got
Wolf
scary.
said the only time he's talked, she said cocaine.
Just like a distant
one word
voice,
this year and it's
a
been
voice in
cocaine.
the ether.
But I don't know how a lot of your guests and you guys are too. But my partner, my boyfriend, is very stable, and he's a Taurus. Like he likes to sit and smoke weed and listen to Bob Seger albums, and so
That's sick.
That's
That's
sick.
great.
It helps
Yeah,
me
he
calm
sounds
down a
sick.
little. But like even during movies, he knows I need to like tippy tap all over and just
But
kind
you
of
need
release
somebody
energy.
like that. I hope whoever I
Yeah.
date is chill as fuck, or it's gonna be a nightmare
I can't
for anybody to be
imagine.
around.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it is good to get that person to kind of level you back out.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
like who can also handle it and doesn't get annoyed by it.
Right,
you know?
right.
That's the
It's
key.
tough.
Yes.
And as comedians, I find it really hard to find somebody that
Yes.
can like
Yes.
somebody needs to be fine with our lifestyle of constantly going and going and going and be like. But that's the thing, when I'm intimate with somebody, I'm not the same as I am.
Oh,
I'm
no,
like
no, no.
way calmer.
Me too.
Like when I'm on dates, I'm like weirdly like quieter. I kind of like to take the back seat.
Oh yeah, I hope I never run into a comic when I'm on a date because I'm just like I'm a
they'll
different
see it.
person
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
And they'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like, "How's
Hey,
it?"
what's up, you fucking idiot? And I'll be like, nah, just eating. I'm having.
Yeah, but then you'll break.
I don't know.
Totally.
Yeah.
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 I even felt like you and I just went out for dinner, and I think people would be surprised at how just like
Calm
how
we
was
were.
your day? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we
It
were
just felt like
so
a very
calm.
normal, nice,
Yeah.
and not like.
It's funny. I
Yeah.
think people kind of expect you to be the same way you are off stage as you are on stage,
Yeah.
and that can be a little bit annoying sometimes.
And-
like everybody has that story. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I
And we
mean,
all
you
have-
can think of any example, but
Exactly. I mean, we all have different
million.
environments. Like here, Jam is one of those environments where I'm really hyperactive, but that's because it's been like a safe haven environment. Comedy Store, improv. I feel like those places, shows, I'm so fucking hyperactive because around you guys, we've all established that like who cares. But yeah, outside of those environments, I'm like kind of a little bit on the reserve.
yeah, it goes up and down. It goes up and down for sure.
I can't. I have trouble. Like all my boyfriends always want to play chess. They just want to sit and
What?
play chess.
Play chess?
I date a lot of Taurus. Not I'm an annoying astrological
Tourists?
person, please.
Oh, Taurus.
you are?
Yeah, I know. It's annoying.
Wait, guess our signs if you're that.
I think. Well, I feel like I know yours. Are you an Aries or something? Or
What is an Aries again?
It's
What's
like the
their-
battering ram. I forget what you.
Oh,
are.
you think I'm a ram? I'm a battering ram.
Yeah. And are you an Aquarius?
Nuh-uh.
No. We'll see.
Try guess again.
This is like. What are you?
I'll give you a hint.
Hot.
Gemini. Crying. You're either a Pisces or a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, that's so sweet. I've guessed every single one, and I'm like, I'm so good at guessing them.
Dude, Cancers cry. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
we're pretty emotional. Yeah. Sometimes I'll lay in bed and I go, life is crazy, bro.
Aww. If someone hurts your
That's
feelings,
true.
you get
will
like
be
crabby.
You will be kind of emotional.
We've had some real conversations where I'm just like, man, you know what I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden we'll both go, penis! And we'll start dying
We'll be
laughing
fuck-
again.
We went on a hike, Meryl, and the most every 10 seconds something. We went in the heat advisory. I
I don't know what we were thinking. It was 103 degrees out.
At Avery Pearson's, we were house sitting in the canyon, and we went hiking in the hot canyon at 104 degrees. LA said, stay inside, and Pat said, oh, you think we're pussies? And then we went out hiking, and
With by the way, only
Oh.
1/2 bottle of water that was
Only-
hotter than hell within 5 minutes.
we already were so far in, barely could breathe. we come to some grave site with dead roses everywhere.
Yeah.
Then a bunch of skinned fish.
What?
Like just tossed off the side. There literally was like, it was like all these massive
bones?
trout. No, it was like freshly thrown. Like there was like these
Wow.
skinned
That's weird.
fish
That's weird.
and like fish heads, and there was like 20 of them. It
Sounds
was,
yummy though. I like fish skin.
oh yeah.
Like salmon skin.
Yeah,
You
we
like
licked it
meat?
a
I
little
love
bit.
eating salmon skin.
It's really good for you. It's really good
What's
for
your
your
favorite
hair.
Vitamin
Salmon
D.
skin?
Yeah.
It
Oh,
makes
wait.
my like coat shiny.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I was just gonna say too. Can I offer a tip?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, I'm very well qualified.
What
to
if she just
offer
pulled
mental
salmon
advice.
skin out of her
Yeah.
pocket?
No.
She's like, here, just
My
try to eat
underwear's
this.
made out of my maxi pad. No.
Your underwear made out of salmon skin.
no, that's not good.
Please fucking no.
Salmon skin under. Something that has been helping me lately because, and if for ADD people, like, so immediately when I wake up, now I go for a big long walk, and that really helps me. I think that helps a lot of things. It helps me like get out into the world and feel like I'm already part of something.
Yeah.
And it helps me get sunshine and exercise. So like immediately, instead of checking my phone or my email like I used to, I really now just like propel myself outside into the
Totally.
world. And I walk for almost like an hour and a half, and it feels so good.
Oh, wow,
And
that's a good walk.
yeah, thank you. I feel
Yeah.
so good.
Fuck yeah, Meryl.
That's
So you guys
actually
wanna walk with me?
I'll
scientifically.
walk with you.
I would love that.
It's scientifically proven. That's like a really good thing to do because you wake up and the first thing that you do, rather than like stress yourself out, is you do go for a walk, and it helps you wake up. So like that's why like when you lay in bed with like if your shades are closed or whatever. God, I just read this the other day. I mean, it's probably really simple. It's probably just vitamin D. But vitamin D gets your system moving.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go outside and you sit in the sun for a second, even if you just sit there, but if you walk in the sun, it gets all your systems activated, and then like you wake up. And it's also like doing a long walk like that is really good for like your mental health, just to kind of plan your day out.
Yes.
Maybe like get a little bit of like meditation kind of like in your own
Yeah.
head. Just
And I was
love
thinking
that.
about this morning, like I feel like it's so healthy for us to make eye contact with humans, and a lot of us, either if we work at home or if we're not immersed all the time. So I like to get out there and just start saying hi to people.
I like to get out there and just start.
I love that.
waving.
There's one guy, he has a grill in his mouth. I love him, but he this morning he like pulled over to say hi to me, and then he was like the same guy. He did it a few weeks, and he's like, you, and I'm like, me too.
Oh, that's
He's really
awesome.
nice. So shout out to him if you're listening.
Oh, shout out to
I
Grill.
love that.
I
Meryl,
forget
that's,
what his name is, but he's really nice actually.
I think anything to get you your door. Mandy, if anybody wants to join us, we're training for a half marathon.
No, that's all right. I'm pretty busy that day.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Because I keep trying to start a comedian running club, and I brought up on every podcast.
Do you run a lot?
Yeah, I've been running every single day.
Oh,
That's
nice.
wonderful.
Except for I haven't done it today, but I will.
Is that 13 miles or?
The half marathon will be 13.1 on December 8th.
I'll be at the finish line
I've been doing
squirting the goo on you or whatever.
Yeah,
Goo.
I haven't reached 13 in my practicing. The farthest I've ran so far is like 7.5.
Whoa, that's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
You'll get in that zone. Once you start doing it, you'll get into the zone.
That's what I think. If I could just break the 7, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, you got to kind of just, I mean, I've never done anything like that. I used to run cross country in high school, and I hated it.
You did?
Oh, yeah, dude.
loved it.
I remember one time I was at the starting line, and like there was all the teams were next to us, all the schools, and I look over to this kid, and I go, why do we do this?
Wait.
And he goes, what? And I go, we're just like running. And then all of a sudden I saw him like get like really introspective, and he was like, why do we do this?
Wait.
And then the dude shot the gun, and I just started running, and he didn't move. He stayed at the starting line.
I love that.
He just stayed there.
That's actually a
And then he
good
quit that day.
decision. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And hydration. I was just going to say something that has really significantly
Yup.
improved my mental health
Yup.
is hydration. And I noticed the times that I'm more anxious or hypochondriac, it's like I'm very dehydrated. Thanks
Yep.
to our sponsor. Liquid
Yep,
Death.
yep, yep,
Yeah, but-
for sure.
but
Jam in the Van sponsor, Liquid Death.
I think
Try and hit like a
hydration-
gallon a day. It's like it just your skin is really good. Yeah.
So yeah, those are things I feel very.
What's the most fucked up thing that's ever happened to you?
Yeah. You know what? This was going way too. This is going way too positively
Talk about
well.
Water,
Horrible things.
running.
What'd she say?
Meryl was like, I could talk about some really horrible things.
Let's hear one.
Okay.
The worst fucking thing. Come on, Meryl.
Well, no, I won't tell.
10 minutes.
I won't say that. Okay, well, I was gonna say I love animals so much, but one time when I was younger, one of my intrusive thoughts did win, and I had a pet hermit crab.
Did you fucking kill it?
I microwaved it by accident.
You're
and I
serious?
Microwaved
yeah,
it?
and then I ruined our
Okay.
microwave.
Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer.
I didn't eat it.
Meryl.
You microwaved an animal.
Now you saying I had
I
intrusive
feel so
thoughts and they
bad.
won.
That's okay. We're not
Can I
trying
ask
to make
you-
you feel bad.
No,
I
no.
would never hurt an animal after that.
Okay, when
And
you
he
say
wanted to be microwaved.
intrusive thought,
He wanted-
heard a thought, or like it was a loud thought in your head.
It was like a what if I put this in the microwave right now.
Yeah.
With the side of cocktail sauce and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, with a side of cock. Did you eat it?
No, I didn't. My
What if
parents
it was
came
delicious?
home after, and they were like, "Why is he in the microwave?"
Did it burst?
Did they make you go
Yeah, it burst, and then it ruined the microwave.
Did they make you go to
Ugh, it's got,
therapist
like-
after that?
Yes, and then I told the therapist they were diagnosing me wrong. I've been to I've only had like one really good therapist healer in my whole life. Shout out Janet. I love her.
Janet.
Janet.
That's such a therapist
Wonderful.
name.
Sponsor the podcast.
Come on, Janet. Like a wolf cheering in the corner. Like,
Wolf is like calling
chooses to
911.
react to. It's actually
Wolf is
out of
me.
control.
There's
Hey!
a village people walking in.
What's up?
We should.
Yeah, Meryl. Because that's the number one. If your kid is hurting an animal, that's like the number.
Yeah. Of a sign of a serial killer.
Not even a serial killer, just of.
Pretty fucked up individual.
Yeah, I think I could be a serial killer, but I keep it in check.
Yeah. I
know
feel
what I
like
mean?
everybody has
I
thoughts.
love that, Meryl, because you're the sweetest person ever, and I would never think that about you.
Like if someone hurt my friend,
For
if
son.
someone was mean to you, I
Ooh,
would
I like
push them off a
this.
cliff. Or if I just don't really like someone, I feel like it can be hot or cold.
Meryl.
Yeah.
He said it.
And then, so when I was possessed, when I thought I was possessed, I went to a
Oh, God.
Oh my God, everything just spilled.
This is the going right for the podcast. It's actually going perfectly.
There's a big spill.
This is going.
Podcast isn't even on anymore.
This
We'll
is
cut
going
like a
right
half
by
hour.
the books.
He's
Audrey keeps floating down in her chair, then she just
and everything is absolute.
she kicked over her coffee. Wolf's gone. There's someone here servicing the meter.
Should I even tell it or not? No, I guess
No,
not.
tell it. We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
So I went to go see a couple different shamans, and I went to go see one shaman, and I told her sometimes I can lay down and convulse if I think about it. So she said, okay, show me. So I laid down on her floor. This was a random shaman in Portland. I flew to Portland to go see
Oh my
her.
gosh, so you
and then
really
I laid down
thought-
on the floor and I convulsed, and then she just told me I was dehydrated, and then that was it.
Wait, Meryl, the fact that you can convulse on command.
I know, it's
you can get out of a
impressive.
lot of things.
My
doing
SAG
that.
card. Yeah, what if I like?
My
I just
SAG
have to
card.
roll
So I got my SAG card.
only for like convulsing women.
At Grey's Anatomy, they're still going
Yeah.
for some reason.
My
And
buddy's on that show.
I'm still watching. So what is he?
Shout out Jake.
Jake,
Well, what
you're
is
doing
he
such
on
a good
it?
job,
Wait,
Jake.
oh, Jake is the glasses.
Yeah, he was the first gay doctor. on it.
Yeah.
He's like one of my good friends.
Yeah, Schmidt.
Yes.
I love Schmidt.
Yes.
I'm the only one who watches Grey's Anatomy.
We should have
still.
Jake on. That'd be fun.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Love you, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Jake, you can't get any worse than me. So yeah.
No, Meryl.
No, you're great. You're doing great. Wait, I just want to dive a little bit more into the. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's hear it.
So then I started drinking more water because the Portland shaman told me I was dehydrated. And then it started feeling better. And then honestly, the thing that made me feel better and like back into society was I found this person called, and I love him, but he's called the medical medium. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. I don't know. The medical medium. And I had a phone call with him.
Ever heard
And
of
he
him?
told me I had the Epstein-Barr virus. And then I started drinking celery juice and I felt way better.
That's special. That's good. That's really good. That's really good.
Wolf is scared of me.
Well, I think it's cool also that this shaman you went to was just like, dude, you're just dehydrated.
Yeah, that's what
Didn't
she
try to
told
get a
me.
bunch of money out of you.
No,
Didn't
I
try to
love
screw you
that.
over.
I
They
also
were real.
don't really believe, I don't like past life stuff, so I don't like when people are like, oh, you're anxious because
Is that
you
what a
were,
shaman does? They walk through past lives.
One of the people told me I was anxious about like being hung in a past life or something, and I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, that
It's
stuff annoys me too. Like I was on a date one time, this girl's like, "Oh, I don't drink that kind of wine. In my past life, I was
Are you kidding?
poisoned by grapes." And I went, "No, bitch, you just don't like cheap wine, and you're gonna have some of this cheap wine with me."
Wait,
so
that's
Yes.
so fucking funny. This was the LA thing I've ever heard.
I know,
in
I
your
know.
past
The
life.
past, wait,
Yeah.
real quick, you know, Gabby
Gabby
Lamb.
Lamb?
Did I tell you this story?
No, I don't know.
So there's a. She really wanted to go to a comedian, quit comedy, and ended up being a medium. We've talked about it multiple times in this podcast.
Wait, comedian quit comedy and ended up.
Being a medium.
Oh, a medium. Okay, yep.
And I said he'll make you feel better. Like
Oh, yeah,
you're
yeah.
Gonna come
Oh,
out
I
on
know the story,
top,
yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
God.
okay. Like you have to go to him. She goes to him, and then she comes to my the pool at that house I was living in earlier, and she goes, "Well, dude," I go, "Do you feel better?" She goes, "No." They told me in my past life I was gangbanged out of a carriage, and then I've been burned at the stake multiple times, and then I'm just unlucky. And she was like, and it was $75, and I was like, I'm gonna Venmo you that $75 right fucking now.
That's amazing. That's very amazing.
Meryl, any closing thoughts?
I just want to say thank you so much for this. And Audrey's one of the first people that that really helped push me into comedy.
Hey, there you go.
Because we were at a house party and
Classic.
she literally cornered me and said, if you don't, I was on the fence about taking a stand-up class, and she cornered me and said, if you don't take the class, like in a month, I'm gonna come find you and punch you in the face. and then she asked another one of our friends saying, don't you think Meryl should do comedy? And then the friend looked at us and just asked if we knew where the cocaine was. And that was
Yeah, and we absolutely did know.
Yeah.
So I'm kidding.
We
were on it. I'm kidding.
So thank you, and that is so nice. And so yeah,
Meryl, because you're just so funny and such
You're
a
so
delight.
funny.
And
You're naturally hilarious.
Yeah,
thank
and then
you.
that show we did at the Comedy Store, you crushed it.
Thank you.
Every time I do the same thing. If you have like flowing thoughts and you just say
Yes.
them on stage, it's so fun.
Yes, I think you and I are the same way. Where like, I think even that was the show where I was talking and then I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I was just like, what am I wearing right now? And so, people
the
like
random
that.
ADHD tangent.
Yeah,
I watched it.
100%. Just like the stream of consciousness
The
and
stream
like
of
and just like the
consciousness.
Yes,
yeah.
people like that a lot.
Yeah.
I always love when people, especially if a show's not going well, if someone's just like, I'm gonna like strangle myself with this, or just.
Oh
a little,
yeah. What if I hit my head and cracked open and died? Everyone's like, yeah. Actually, nobody cheers when I say that. It's like dead silent. Yeah. Well, Meryl, we just love you to pieces
I
and
love you
pie.
guys.
And I know that
You're
you
the
and
best.
Pat,
Pieces and pie.
you think Pat's hot, but I'm
No,
I'm
I'm at least
Audrey's
cute.
so hot.
Audrey's a
That's
hottie.
cute. Audrey's
Yeah,
hot.
look at us all, huh?
It's the hottie pod.
We're gonna go shoplift. You guys have been amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Every time I breathe, everywhere I go, well, I always know that I'm always me. Feels good to be free. Have the world at my feet. Everywhere I go, well, I always know that I'm always me. Oh, I wake up each morning and I know my truth, and I kind of like knowing when the sun comes through that I don't